Good afternoon, Jahane and Macy. This is the recording that covers section 1-2 in the geometry text. Today we're looking at a couple of key points. One is the concept of a segment. What is a segment? The second is the concept of being congruent. So I'm going to go share my screen with you and we'll get to the whiteboard and I'll show you what we're looking at here. Now, we're looking at a segment. Remember, if we look at a line, we come down here and we click and we can type in AB. And then we can come back and we can put remember we put the double stem arrow, so we put the, if I can do this correctly, we put a arrow straight across with a double stem on it. That is line AB. Now, to get to segment AB, all we have to do, go back to text here. So we put in segment AB is just the AB with a straight line across the top of it. There are no arrows, okay? So AB with a double arrow on top of it means line AB. AB with a arrow with a line on top of it means segment AB. Now, segment AB has a length. It goes from A to B. So if I draw a picture down here of a segment going from here to here, and I would label this end here, I would label A. And let's see if I can move this thing out of the way a little bit here. Anyway, A is at this end, and then down here I would have B. So that is segment AB. Now the length of segment AB, or the measure of segment AB, is just written as AB. So if you see two letters, AB, with no line on top or no double stemmed arrow on the top, that is just the measure of segment AB. Measure or length of segment AB. Okay, now, so that's the big thing you need to understand out of that. Now, the next thing we're talking about is the concept of being congruent. And congruent means that I have two segments that are the same length. So if I come down here underneath this and I draw a second segment and I label it I put a C over here. Let's put a C here. And I put a D over here. Then I can say that segment AB, so I can put down here, segment AB, and I'm going to put the symbols for it. So it's going to be AB. And I put a arrow on top of it. I'm going to put the equal sign in here, but I'm going to show you. And then CD. So if I get rid of this now, so to let it be a segment, I can just put this straight line here on top of it. So this would be segment AB. And segment AB is congruent to segment CD. Now what you notice here, on top of the equal sign, we have a little kind of a curved arrow. So that's the symbol for congruent. Now, what congruent means is they have the same size, whether it's length or whether it's something when we get to angles, it would be in angles, okay? So the biggest thing you need to get out of today's lesson is when you see these symbols, you know, that's a symbol for line AB, that's a symbol for segment AB, that is the symbol for the measure or length of segment AB. And then when you talk congruent, you have AB congruent to CD. Now let me show you right quick like here. If we have, for instance, if I draw a little triangle here, okay, so I'm going to come back up here. I'm going to draw a triangle. So I come across here. Well, I guess I got to take it out, and then I got to come back in again. So I can draw like this, and I can draw a triangle. So I quit there. I go out. I come back in, and I can draw my triangle, and I can complete it here. Now, so see, if I label, for instance, I put my text, so I come up here at top, and I can say that's A. I come down here to this side, and I want to say that's B. And I come over here to this side, and I want to say this is C. Now, if I come in here, the one thing I can do now is if I go back to my draw here, I can put little tick marks on this picture here. So if I put a little tick mark right like that, and I come over here, and I put another tick mark over here like this, what that means is that AB, so I would write this out over here in text. So I would write over here AB and AC are congruent. So if I come back to the draw and I put my arrows on top, that says segment AB, and that right there says segment AC, and they are congruent. So add the little curlicue on top of the equal sign, okay? So I'm going to go back. I'm going to stop sharing here. As in every case, if you have questions, you have my email. Send me an email. And Jahane, I'm still working. If you still aren't able to get in, I'm still working to try to make that happen. So you have my email. Send me questions or keep me posted on the email as to how you're doing. Thank you.